As a hospice nurse, I go in and provide direct nursing care for the patient. I take care of symptom management, but hospice nurses do a lot more than that actually. Again, we provide a lot of emotional support for the families and for the patient. We are the go-between a lot of times between the patient and their doctor. It's just an all-encompassing job as a hospice nurse.
Well, it's really hard to put a hospice social worker in a box because we do so much. Helping resources, finding caregivers, helping with volunteers in the home. So just a little bit of everything as a hospice social worker.
For me, being a hospice chaplain is really, it's a calling. I feel called to be present to people in times of transition and to be in that moment when somebody is moving from life to life. It's a sacred experience. It's an awesome experience. Hospice is not about dying, it's about living. It's about living every moment. It's about doing whatever you need and want to do with whatever time you have.
It's such a blessing being here at hospice. Families always thank us for what we help with them and provide for them, but I always tell them what they give to us is 10 times greater than what we do for them.
I've always wanted to take care of patients and families that are in need, and with hospice, I'm able to do that. When that family member comes to you and puts their arms around you and says, I couldn't have done this without you. We couldn't have made it through this if you all hadn't have been here. It's that reward of being able to provide that last wish or that care for the family and the patients.
Simply being with someone, help bring them into what's happening right now, that the patient can experience a change in perspective. The past isn't as important and the future isn't as scary.
Families who are thinking about being involved with hospice care, call right away. That's all our families say, is that we wish we would have called hospice sooner.
When people ask me about hospice and give me that I'm not sure or I'm afraid I don't know what to do next, I tell them that's when they ought to take that step. You know, hospice provides that first visit. We do the evaluation of the patient, we determine whether or not they're eligible, and we can talk the family through that process. If you're at a point in your life where you've got a loved one who's sick and you're scared because you can't provide the care they need, then you need help from somewhere. Even though hospice provides hospice care for end of life, that doesn't mean the last few days. The faster we can get in, the better care we can provide and the better quality of life we can provide, not only for that patient, but for the whole family. Because that quality of life, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, is the most important thing to that patient, is being able to have quality time with their family.
In hospice, we really try to just meet them where they are. It's about bringing out the best of the patient, what they have available to them, and helping them in whatever way we can to finish their life the best way possible.
Tracy Chapman at Bowling Green Retirement Village turned around and called me and said, let's call hospice. It's a new group here in Bowling Green. I want you to give you a try. Let's give them a try.
I think for all of us, we probably have a moment where we go, is it the right time to call? As your physician told me, what's your gut telling you, Rita? And I said, gut says it's time. It
was a godsend. It was perfect. You know, being a younger guy, I didn't know what to expect, but they were so patient with me. Notably Diana, who was our nurse here. You know, many times we thought she was, you know, kind of Mother Teresa in scrubs. And because of the education from hospice, and the final moment finally came, it was far more peaceful than I ever dreamed it would be.
They explained everything to us. They told us what was going to happen. It was almost like having a roadmap.
My husband and I were very concerned. And in talking with the nursing home, we asked if there was not a hospice available for her care. And at that particular time, one of your representatives was in the building. She graciously agreed to talk with us right then and there. We were just so grateful that you were there.
Hospice allowed us to be proactive, which was a great comfort to us. The hospice team is so caring that you need that safety net.
You show compassion to this family. You answered our questions. You made us feel comfortable.
There's just a true heartfelt caring. We didn't have to ask, but I can never repay hospice for the love that they showed me and my family.
Having been a nurse, she knew very well what she wanted. And so we wanted those wishes carried out. For my husband and I, the greatest peace of mind is knowing that you were there to help her get through those last days of life.
I'll tell you what made it a lot easier to cope is that she was allowed to go exactly the way she wanted to go. She was content and she was satisfied. There really wasn't any suffering. She was where she wanted to be in the end.
And I don't know what else you could possibly do to make a family happy. Each hospice employee has been called. You have to be a unique individual to do this job. You all do an awesome job.